Okay, so back for another replay. All new people.
Prepare for battle.
And all no heroes. No repeats in this game, which is nice. I think this one's like an hour 6, maybe. And the next one's like an hour something, and then that's it. Then I've got like one set of cast for one specific person, but I gotta get the details figured out on that completely. And then that's it. Then everything has been fulfilled. It has taken a long time, though. Here on now March 18th. Life was good. Or, well, when I originally made the
30
post.
seconds to battle.
Life was good. I play that song next. So let's see, because you've got the Oracle now. And this isn't... I don't believe that's Heavenly Grace this long ago. It should still just be Repel. Fury on top of this. Clockwork, he's got the cogs, but... The bounty, uh-oh. They grab it. They got it, now they gotta get theirs. Oh, Icarus dive over. Yeah, they're not getting both. The greed is real. Although now a Repel? Or is it Heavenly Grace? I don't think so. I believe it's just Heavenly. I believe it's just Repel. Although it's giving him the regen. Did that give him the regen? I'll have to see. I truthfully have no idea based on how old this replay is. Although it wouldn't make sense for him to pick it up if it was Heavenly Grace. How long ago did they change the Omni thing? A long time ago, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's got to be Heavenly Grace. Let me check. I have to check. I thought it was a lot longer ago than this. Check the change logs. .2.
No sorceries avail.
Was when that got changed? Yeah, this is definitely not 7.2. At least I would say it's not 7.2. Yeah, it's got over... Yeah, okay.
Accept your death.
I don't think that's Heavenly Grace. I could just be wrong. I have no idea. This is what happens when replays are old. You get confused. Or if you just get old like I am. You get old. Just people, you think you're still young, 26? It's just not true. Purification on top of the Phoenix.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Trying to keep this lane open for the Jug as much as he can. And the Wraith King is jungling. Oh. Okay. And 2-minute bounty rune, so one will be picked up by the Clockwork. They both have their ward here, so sharing about the same amount of vision. This Brewmaster is mid against this Queen of Pain, and honestly shouldn't do that well. As long as you could sustain the mana on the Queen of Pain, and I would say get a bottle would be nice. Salve as well as the bottle.
Here's fear in your eyes.
But going Boots, Wand, we'll see if that's going to work out. Again, I do think a bottle would have been nice here for the Queen of Pain to constantly be able to harass with the Shadow Strike as well as the Scream.
How many times are you gonna...
But we'll see how that matchup goes. It should be Queen of Pain sided, and by a couple CS it is. And a bit of experience as well, so...
Got you.
And this should be going well for the Queen of Pain for the most part. And then let's take a look over bottom, because it's Spectre here. Of course, you don't want to go late game against this Spectre, even with, I'd say, a Jug. Maybe Jug gets Diffusal or Silver Edge. First item, Crystallis for the Wraith King. Okay, I have no idea what this guy's doing. He will be spotted coming up. If he comes around and makes his way over, he actually just goes for the bounty rune. Which is a bit of a surprise. But now, you know, using these clarities, what are you really gaining that you couldn't have gotten from a bottle purchase that I think would have been nice, especially over mid. You know, especially when on top of all that, you know, when you're a Queen of Pain and you have the ability to blink over to these runes and keep rune control as long as you have a ward on one of them, which they actually don't, I believe. Yeah, they don't have a ward on either of these runes. You could really keep rune control, and I'd say this would go a lot better. Taking a look at both sides. Am I being too harsh? I'm not trying to be. Because I definitely believe you kind of have the opportunity to keep control over mid. So, bit of a pause. Wonder how long this is going to go. We're good. Reconnect. Zeus getting chased. This is going to be a problem with the Maledict. Oh boy. Whew. Does not get much closer than that. 3 health. Two in the Purification, 1 in the Repel. Not Heavenly Grace, despite what that says. Hit level 4. His form's okay at 15 and 6. Definitely not going as well as the Spectre, but now this could be a problem. Battery Assault on top of him. The Healing Ward's finally taken out. He doesn't have Blade Fury to get away, but the tower won't do enough before he dies. It will end up taking out the Clockwork afterwards, who buys out on Tranquils, but still. Jug going down, Spectre having a good time bottom. What more can you ask for? Meanwhile, you have a Wraith King going now. Midas first item. Not as bad as the Crystallis, but Midas first item. Cast comes out onto the Omni Knight. Not sure why I call it an Oracle multiple times already today. Maybe just because we don't see that hero as much. A little confusion inside the brain. But again, just keeping the lane safe for the Spectre, which is good. Late game hero like that, you really want to have Excel early. That'll get you to your late game a little bit quicker. He's already level 6. Has the casual Ring of Health for now, as he's going into Treads. Queen of Pain also goes into Treads too, which is a bit of a shock. Level 6 for the Brewmaster. Might be able to do something with this over bottom. Clockwork finds the Wraith King, who's only sitting level 4. you know, jungling and may have the most last hits, but still, you know, a lot of trouble. Not level 6, no reincarnation. Gets over to the tower. Cogs come out, stays alive, and now they'll split the kill onto the Clockwork. The Primal split, they'll look for the Omni Knight, they'll get the kill. Now the Zeus, who's soul ringed, made himself very much easier to kill, and ends up dying to the Witch Doctor. These plays are very questionable. Oh, he has that Midas. Queen of Pain. With the Brewmaster going over bottom, is, you know, 2 levels ahead, which is nice. Has the blink to grab that Invis rune. Like I said, can have rune control. That's why a bottle would be, you know, good here for the Queen of Pain. Zeus level 4, Omni level 3. What's the experience difference? It's gotta be pretty substantial. It's actually Dire in the lead. I'm surprised. Maybe not, just because the Queen of Pain's ahead and the Jug is behind. I don't know. Maybe I am a little bit shocked. What is Spectre going for? Has treads. Is this going to be a Diffusal or Radiance build Spectre? That's the question. This Queen of Pain now level 9 going into the Orchid. No surprise there. Silence will be pretty good on some of these heroes, others not as much. Like, I think once the Haunt is used, and if you have a Radiance, like silencing the Spectre is not going to be too crucial. Getting a silence on the Brewmaster though, avoiding the Primal split. And if Hookshot's already used by the Clockwork as well as the Battery Salt, the question becomes, you know, does silence, being silenced really matter? Omni Slash goes out, doesn't kill anybody, and now the Icarus dive behind the tower. They'll try to get the kill as the Blade Fury is no longer, and they should be able to overwhelm him. Supernova comes in, and it's an easy kill here for the 3 over top. They don't lose the Phoenix, who was quite low. The Omni Knight goes down as well. Spectre surviving, Spectre getting the kill, and a lot of things going right for the Radiant in the moment.
I'll dig that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I would definitely
attack.
like to see Queen of Pain be a bit more active too.
Dire's top tower
I don't
is under
exactly
attack.
think. Yes, you're a level ahead of this brew. At some point you were 2 levels ahead, now back to 2. But you're getting bullied pretty handily, and I would say maybe moving around the map a little bit more would have been a touch better to, you know, help out your team. I think getting a Sonic Wave out there for level 4 Scream can definitely change these fights, so... staying stationary in this mid lane may not be the right answer for the Queen of Pain. Continuing to farm, looking for that Orchid. And it looks as though it might even be a... he tried to double stack, I believe. We'll get one. But waiting for that Orchid might be a little bit too much time, especially to this Spectre, who could just go Vanguard next and be very survivable this early on.
Dire's top tower.
Getting over top. He doesn't have Omni Slash for 30. And there goes the healing ward, and he's dead again. So Jug just by himself. No real help when you've got a jungler. Not much he can do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
With that, they're going to be able to take the top tower on top of all that. And, well, it's just a lead here for the Radiant by and by. And the net worth may not say it. And truthfully, the experience doesn't say it either. I think it's more just the fact that the Radiant seem to be outplaying them. There's a lot of farm now that the Midas has been picked up on the Wraith King. The question is that farm going to be active? Just like with the Queen of Pain. You know, when is the Queen of Pain or the Wraith King going to get active here? As Jug and Wraith King are now fighting for farm. And what is this? This just helps the Radiant. In terms of experience, in terms of farm. We'll see if Spectre buys out on the Vanguard. Hasn't needed to yet. And I think that comes from the fact that, Jug, dead again. Find him once more. The Blink and the Scream will finish him off. Wraith King has Reincarnate. I don't know if this is exactly the best move, but you've got the Primal Split, so you'll be able to force it out, and getting that first one out where it's down for 200 seconds is going to be nice.
The irony is rich.
Earth Panda out. Stun onto the Phoenix. There's the Sonic Wave. Wraith King. Now the Scream actually doesn't land onto this Brewmaster, who will be able to TP out. So they lose the clock, they lose the Phoenix, they pop the ulti on the Wraith King, taking out the Jug on top of all that. Overall, gold-wise and experience-wise, it's a win for the Dire.
Radiant's middle tower.
But again, it feels like the Radiant, despite being down in net worth and experience, are outplaying the Dire. So it's a defusal game. It'll be a defusal game here for the Spectre, at least for now. And that's going to be nice against this Wraith King. Make sure he, especially before he gets level 20, unable to really reincarnate. He did go for the Midas into the Chrysalis. We'll see if that makes much of a difference. I think Spectre hasn't been active too much just yet, and that's okay when you're getting close to this defusal. He's chasing. Gotta be careful.
And be judged fairly.
No reincarnate for 100. Spirit Vessel already here for the Clockwork. Wraith King is gonna get the kill onto the Phoenix, as these skeletons are invisible to me. And they lose the Brewmaster too over mid. And that is going to be the Orchid done for me. So definitely a power spike right now, at least,
Radiant's middle tower is under
for
attack.
the Dire. And they did take out the Wraith King. That'll slow down his farm. He's got the Midas to recover, but he also has 1,200 gold saved up. Jug needs some time as he's going into the jungle and trying to pick up a Battle Fury. Spectre has the defusal on the way. Omni Knight spots him. Spectral Dagger comes out. The repel is used. That'll keep the clarity alive, but now they're coming over with Quap, and the Orchid is there. They don't have the Shrine, and with the Sonic Wave, that's enough damage, and the Orchid burn.
I'm sorry.
So the defusal is now picked up. A lot of damage being done by this Queen of Pain. Oracle uses the Guardian Angel. The hookshot lands onto the Queen of Pain, who cannot get off this blink. Hit with that Spirit Vessel. Still needs to get hit one more time, and I'd say he's dead. And they reapply the Spirit Vessel. But again, oh, maybe. No.
Is under attack.
Fast bouncing around with the ulti. Bounces back and forth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So unfortunate. The skeletons. Screw the Zeus. Orchid again. Witch Doctor dies to the Orchid burn. Wraith King saving up a lot of gold.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Jungle combo actually works out. Surprisingly enough. Brew, I feel like you gotta be microing your bears better than that. He ends up right next to the tier 2 tower, they TP in, and he is definitely dead. Queen of Pain is starting to go off, despite the start that I was kind of criticizing with the lack of movement. You know, picking up that Orchid has been the power spike that this Queen of Pain needs. We'll see if the Orchid continues to be as strong as the game goes on, and these heroes on the Radiant side get stronger. Especially, I'd say, the Spectre, who's now going into a Manta style. But we'll see. Damage dealers, besides the Spectre, I mean, things don't look too great. This is already shaping up to be a tough one for the Radiant, where at least early it looked like the Dire were being outplayed, but when you're this far, and I wouldn't say that far ahead because it's only a 2,000 net worth lead, but when you have the Orchid and when you have these skills like you know, with the Orchid, to have that Sonic Wave, to have the stun, with Zeus having his ulti to hit from anywhere, you know, it brings in a lot of damage that the Radiant just can't handle at the moment.
That was perfect. Radiant's top
Wraithing was
tower
pushing
is under attack.
over the top as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant
Yes.
structures are fortified.
There's the Maledict. Do they have hook shot? They do, but he misses. Oh, and he TP's out, takes the tower. That is rough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now it seems like things, when they've gotten a little bit tough here for the Radiant, they're folding. They're hoping on the Spectre to do a lot more than I think the Spectre is able to do at this point with just a Diffusal Blade. First dive forward with the Supernova.
Tower is under attack.
The ulti comes out. Phoenix is fine getting away for now. Zeus here with the Queen of Pain. They might even be able to dive this tier 1 tower. I don't know how safe you are unless people come over. They haven't used Haunt yet on this
Radiant's
Radiant
middle
team
tower is under attack.
from the Spectre, who's still going into the Manta style, but sitting 3,000 net worth behind both the Wraith King as well as the Queen of Pain, who have really gotten ahead. Hookshot lands on 2. They've also got the Cog, so Blade Fury will do damage to the Clockwork, but he's not really able to escape it. He gets held in place as the Guardian Angel is used by the Omni Knight. Got the Cyclone. Onto the Omni. There is the Haunt being used. And Jug will end up dying with a cask bouncing around. They also take the Omni Knight. They look for this Queen of Pain who uses the Orchid on the Phoenix. Might want to just get out of harm's way, but it's a lot of damage beforehand. Now the Zeus comes over, but he's not in much trouble. Who did that work out better for? A little bit of gold and experience in the favor of the Radiant.
Radiant's
Wraith King the whole time just continuing to farm. 4,200 gold. Wraith King loses his first life, and stun comes out, but the ulti from the Witch Doctor, he'll get the kill. Buyout on the recipe at least.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Funny as Queen of Pain's calling the Wraith King bad, and yeah, I understood he jungled, but he's sitting just about the same net worth you are. Ooh, and they get the Spectre again. Just making no progress.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Crits dive as well as the supernova doing a lot of damage. If they can come in on this, there's the hook shot. The Sunray, that'll get the kill onto the Zeus. They look over at the Omni Knight and they get themselves two. Good rotations coming over, and Phoenix doing a lot of damage here, which they desperately need him to do. Clockwork's actually the one sitting top of the net worth, going into an Orchid himself.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ace able to escape. Meanwhile, bottom, they're going for a tier 2.
Dire's bottom tower
See if they
is
can
under
force
attack.
anybody back. And they will. They'll force multiple heroes back here to try and defend. The Queen of Pain will come out first. There's the TP over to the tier 2 tower. They've got the Orchid onto the Phoenix, who doesn't have Supernova for a while, but does have the Sunray, and Queen of Pain! But the Spirit Vessel dies. That's worth the life of the Clockwork, but gets the secondary kill on the Phoenix. Battle Fury for the Jug. 23 minutes, not exactly the fastest. Spectre will get a Yasha, but again, look at where she is. Heavily behind. Where now the Clockwork has Orchid going into a Blade now, which is really good this game.
I'll take that as tribute.
Shot. That'll land onto the Zeus. He's in a lot of trouble. He'll end up dying.
I'm your god.
Stealing your eye.
Having these kills and trying to make space for this Spectre, it's going to be tough. Very far behind in front of the Jug, but he's got a Battle Fury, so I don't know how long that lasts. Queen of Pain now with Shiva's going into a Bloodthorn. And the Radiance picked up for the Wraith King. True. They spot the Wraith King. He does have Reincarnation. If he's got the mana, I would say let the Spectre hit him. But he'll reincarnate. Cast bouncing around from Skeletons to Wraith King to get themselves at least one. They look over at the Omni Knight, grab themselves a second. Now the Zeus TP's in. Oh boy, this is going to be 3 here for the Radiant.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
21-18.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This shot came at bottom, I believe. Cox put in a good Jug, and those 3 kills are going to help boost the farm of the Radiant side, who aren't behind too much anymore.
Dire's middle tower
They go for the
is
tier
under
2
attack.
tower with just 2 heroes alive for the Dire. Might be able to take it. They've got more creeps coming in. The TP from the Jug. We'll see what he's willing to do. With a Blade Fury and a Queen of Pain at his side. There's the Orchid used on Spectre. Sonic Wave and the Omni Slash coming in. They get both the Brute and the Spectre. But they lose the Queen of Pain for it. Thunder God's Wrath and the Dagger, I believe, kills the Phoenix. Yeah. Last tick of damage. Shadow Strike. Clockwork under the nose of the Omni Knight.
Look at it go.
He's still here. Enemy assault comes in and not gonna get out. Grab the kill all by himself. AFK Wraith King. Wraith King has 250 last hits. Queen of Pain, what are you saying?
Gold for my tower.
It's got more net worth than you do. Sorry to say, you're absolutely wrong in this situation. Zeus. Guardian Angel is used, but we'll see how much that even matters as now the Haunt comes in. Zeus trying to run. The Spectre right behind him. The ulti comes through onto the Omni Knight from the Witch Doctor to get the kill. They'll grab two. They'll grab the tier 2 over bottom. And this should be a slight lead for the Radiant.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Find the Jug. Omni Slash bouncing around. Orchid. As well as the Blade Fury will do enough. They've got the Orchid on the Queen of Pain. Spectre coming through. Wraithfire Blast is used. And now with the Sunray on top, they'll get the kill. They lose the Witch Doctor, but looks like the Wraith King will die as well. Supernova. Clean up the egg. Do they have it? Oh, no. Just gets off, but they lose the Clockwork. Spectre with a Radiance. Now the Sunray on top trying to turn it around and will. Everybody ends up dying on this Dire team. The Thunder God's Wrath on respawn kills the Spectre. Oh boy. Phoenix. Icarus dive on the high ground. TP. Oh, yeah. Zeus unable to spot the Phoenix. That was getting risky.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Healing and harm.
So Brew's going for a Radiance. Shiva's here for the Phoenix. Spectre has the Manta. Just finishing it, but we'll see what's next. And then Bloodthorn in 250 gold for the Queen of Pain.
Double damage. Oh, that's nice.
Radiant taking a great fight over bottom, getting a full team wipe.
I'll take that as tribute.
And shot coming through onto the Zeus. He's in a lot of trouble. Get out of the cogs. He has that Force Staff. Spirit Vessel on top, but that's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, Omni Knight goes down to the Brew. That is without Primal Split. Good enough that they could hold that. Bloodthorn now for the Queen of Pain. Zeus still sitting low going for this Ags, as is the Wraith King. Or actually, he's already got it.
Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Take the mid tier 2. They TP back this Brewmaster and clean up the top lane. And this is a lead for the Radiant side as they look over at the Wraith King, who didn't take the no mana reincarnation cost, which is a little bit surprising considering the Diffusal Blade on the Spectre. Supernova comes out. The ulti, oh, doesn't pop, but the Queen of Pain just getting away. Use the Guardian Angel. They look back at the Spectre, blink forward. Meanwhile, in the cogs is this Wraith King. 20 seconds till he's back alive, but he's got this Ag, so he's able to work post-death. Fire Blast and the crits coming in. They will get the kill on the Witch Doctor, who ends up dying afterwards, but they also find the Spectre, and it's another kill here for the Dire. Start to clean up. Now that he's got that axe, he does have that extra moment of, kind of doing something. Without the brew in that spot, they were very susceptible. Primal Split there would have been nice. Have that Cyclone, have that extra bit of control. You will have a Radiance coming into the next engagement. As well as the Shivas on the Phoenix, which is really good.
Good for my turn.
Master. We'll grab 2 Tomes of Knowledge, has the Radiance. Top 3 on the net worth are all Dire heroes with a slight advantage, but the next 5 are Radiant. The Zeus, who's going for the Ags, and the Omni Knight, who really doesn't have much of anything. Where, you compare it to the Witch Doctor, who's got a Glimmer Cape, has a hood, going for a pipe. Spectre's actually 4th behind the Phoenix, Clock, and Brew. Good man to pick up to make sure he doesn't stay silent. Thunder God's Wrath comes in. Does have enough for a Sonic Wave, but doesn't choose to use it. Brew standing in front. And this illusion is staying ahead of the Clockwork, making it hard for him to find a hook shot in. Actually doesn't have it for a couple more seconds, so he walks in almost dying, and now the Omni Knight will be taken care of, but he's close enough to the Wraith King where he'll come back alive for a moment. They lose the first life here onto the Wraith King, and now let's see what they're able to do to finish him off. Hookshot came out from the Clockwork. Omni Knight and Zeus are now dead. Wraith King goes down on top of it all. So 3 heroes dead on the Dire side. Back and forth we go. Spectre next for a heart. They're on the high ground of the tier 3. First dive over. Queen of Hate taking a lot of damage. Sunray on top of the Jug, who uses Blade Fury.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's
13
top
health
tower
left.
is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Spectre gets it. Spectral Dagger out. Looking to re-engage. Zeus throws the Veil. And just a good amount of damage onto this Spectre. They look over at the Brewmaster, who has Primal Split, who will get it off. And now, let's see if they can turn. Honey Angel gets popped, the hookshot from the side. Cogs, Force Staff, Zeus gets out, but the Witch Doctor ulti from the low ground doing a lot of damage. 2 heroes dead, 3 heroes gone. They lose the Witch Doctor. Able to blink out on the Queen of Pain, but being chased heavily. Spirit Vessel, Wraith King coming in, Wraithfire Blast. Spray, not enough to stay alive, and now the Supernova. It will pop, so stuns up the Wraith King, and with enough mana is able to reincarnate. Now trying to run away from the Sunray, the blink the Shivas, but they get the kill onto this Wraith King, who will die after the duration's over. Queen of Pain comes in, they'll get the kill onto the Spectre. Phoenix trying to stay alive, but the Scream and the Dagger getting the kill. So Brewmaster does stay alive. Game continually staying close, but a 5,000 net worth lead right now, at least, for the Radiant, as they took the mid-set Arax.
Worthy tribute.
Spectre... We'd like to see the Spectre have a little bit more form, but it's just not happening at the moment.
Well, that would be a tribute.
Zeus, and he will try and run, but there's the hook shot right on top. And Omni Slash on a 2. We'll see if it's enough. Primal Split comes out. Now they put the Haunt on top of this, they look over at the Jug. Meanwhile, in the back lines, Phoenix dies to the Wraith King. Back over towards this Jug who needs to run, who's silenced up. Get the stun. They have the damage. Spirit Vessel should make it so. It will. Double kill here for the Brew. They look at the Queen of Pain. Back to form. Here's the Brew. Blink. Thunderclap. And they throw the dagger down as Blink. Lincoln's his pop, but the cask will follow. Not bouncing, though. So, the game has definitely been a bloodbath up to this point, 40 minutes
Dire's
in.
bottom shrine is under attack.
And it's been close, only a 4,000 net worth lead. Roche is up. Somebody wants to take. They took the first life of this Wraith King, but Spectre's gonna be in trouble. They have a hook shot available. He's got this axe, so we'll see that cooldown sitting low. They'll get the first kill here on the Queen of Pain. The ulti comes out from the Witch Doctor. It's being soaked up by the Queen of Pain. They go after the Wraith King. They find the damage. They'll get the kill. He's got those extra seconds with the Ags. Now the Zeus has to be careful. He kind of walks into this one, and hookshot comes out. That'll hit onto the Omni Knight. They still chase after the Zeus. 3 heroes dead. Could just be a full team wipe again. Maledict popping, killing the Omni. Hookshot in one, but the Wraith King. Lane Mail popped, and now the Jug is here, but they've got the Spirit Vessel onto the Wraith King. He's got Reincarnation. They'll take the first life out. Zeus gets all the way back to base. Cyclone holding this Jug with the Icarus dive all the way across. The Supernova coming in. Wraith King in a lot of trouble. Brewmaster back as one. They get the kill onto the Wraith King, and he's not going to reincarnate after this. He ends up dying. They do lose the Brew. The Sunray comes in. Omni Slash onto the Witch Doctor, taking the kill. It should be a full team wipe this time in favor of the Dire.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
So again, just a 3,000 net worth difference. Nothing getting over 7,500, and Dota Plus still trying to figure out who's gonna win. Showing that this one has been quite close, despite the Spectre being so far behind. It's really the Clockwork and the Phoenix who have been doing so much in this game. Roche still available, hasn't been touched. Excited to see the Clockwork's numbers in this game. 12 kills, 8 deaths, 14 assists. Especially the Phoenix, too. Has had some full duration supernovas get off. They don't exactly when they're, with how the Clockwork and the Phoenix, as well as the Brewmaster, splitting up these fights. there has only been maybe 1 or 2 times where they have taken out the egg, so there's going to be a lot of damage here for the Phoenix. Find the groove. Hook shot misses. Omni Slash used to get that kill.
I scream bloody murder.
Spectre now hit with the Wraithfire Blast. Manta taking out a lot of this mana. You got to remember, he does not have the no reincarnation mana cost. So low, but here comes the Queen of Pain, just saving him. Reincarnation was a moment away from not popping.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They do go into Roche. No Spectre, though. Brewmaster has buyback, but I don't think he's going to use it without the Spectre being alive. Icarus dive over. That's the other side. Now the Supernova coming in. They are not close enough to take out this egg. The Wraith King sure as hell is going to try.
Invisibility. No sorceries avail.
Yeah, Icarus dive again. A long time, but the hook shot coming through. And now with the cogs laid down again, it's splitting up the fight, but they've got the Orc and the Guardian Angel. That comes out. The Yules has used the Sonic Wave, does a little bit of damage onto the Clockwork. They'll get the kill. They look over the Phoenix with 3 heroes around him. He's certainly dead. Double kill here for the Queen of Pain. And they also pick up that Aegis. Game sitting close to even once again. The Radiant need to be careful with this Aegis. I think we could see the Dire maybe start to get aggressive. You've got a level 25 Queen of Pain who has the fear on the Scream.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And make these fights a lot harder for this Radiant side. King also level 25, Reincarnation casting Fire Blast. In terms of levels, you've got Spectre close to 25. Witch Doctor 22. Brewmaster, he's 25. 65-second Primal Split cooldown reduction. Phoenix close to level 25 as well. And Clockwork, he's 25, now takes the Battery Assault interval. It's going to be hard to deal with.
Invisibility.
Zeus has been removed from the game. I guess he stopped moving.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Weird. I did not really notice that. They find the Spectre. Manta not getting away from the Omni. Now the Brewmaster is here into the Primal Split. We'll see what he's able to do. The cast bouncing around. They've got the Lincolns. Now the Cyclone Hookshot comes through from the Clockwork. Battery Assault on top of him. They'll take out the Juggernaut. Now they'll look over the Queen of Pain, who does have 2 lives. Omni Knight comes through with the Guardian Angel. Not going to be able to keep him alive. And now here comes your Wraith King. See if they have the damage. The Queen of Pain. Oh, Supernova, again, now they just have to leave. They can't really deal with the Supernova. It doesn't stun anybody, but the Icarus Dive comes out on multiple heroes. The BKB is going to be popped by the Wraith King really late, which ends up, well, really gaining him nothing. Spirit Vest on top of the Queen of Pain. They've also got the cast bouncing around. They'll get themselves the extra couple of seconds onto the Queen of Pain as well as the Wraith King. They take them both out. They look for the Clockwork. They grab the kill. Oh, Witch Doctor. Glimmer Cape. And survives as they die. 4 heroes dead. Really a team wipe when you realize the Zeus isn't here.
Flesh and bone, both are a hindrance. Oh, that's nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top tier 3.
Dire's structures are fortified.
First dive over. This is a Wraith King that just bought back, mind you.
Dire's top tower falls. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Here's the tier 3. They lose the melee racks, and it looks like they lose the range racks, but they pull the creeps and they clean them up. So 7,000 net worth lead, but at the same time, you need to remember that 10,000 of that net worth is stationary inside the base. Meteor Hammer for the Clockwork. See how that works out for him. Phoenix takes the extra Supernova hits. Spectre takes the 40% Haunt Illusion damage. Hook shot way far in. Risky move with his team so far behind. Take the tier 3. They look for the mid set. They'll drop a Meteor Hammer on it. The fear comes through, killing the Witch Doctor. BKB is going to be popped by the Wraith King. They've got the Omni Slash bouncing around. There's the Guardian Angel. Down goes the Clockwork for 100. The fear onto the Spectre. And they are going to grab yet another kill on the Spectre. Dead for 100. Brew's only got 2 Brewings left. Back to form inside the base. The blink away. Oh no. The Omni goes down to the Phoenix, I believe, and Queen of Pain trying to get a kill here. Meteor Hammer from the Phoenix. Oh. Won't do enough. They find the Brewmaster. That is a full team wipe in the Dire side. Or for the Dire side. She's up soon.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'll take that as tribute.
There's the double damage. On the Quap running out has Scotty, and I think Jug's going for it too.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gwen gets the Arcane Rune. Everybody just about up here for the Radiant. close and pretty close for a while. I mean, it's been back and forth. They had a little bit of a lead here, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, and now back to even. In terms of gold, it's been, you know, really close. Tough for both teams to kind of finish it off when you've got range racks and both your racks sitting bottom. Pushes up, Brew inside. See what he's able to accomplish. Picked up by the Spectre. And the cheese on the clockwork. We'll see if this is even enough. 54 minutes in. And Boots travel over bottom. They've got the Phoenix as well. Omni Knight needs to back off. Is Zeus back or is he still sitting inside the base? He's still sitting. So it's a 4v5. Basically. Meteor Hammer comes out. Hook shot hitting this Queen of Pain. Now they look to get the kill. The Guardian Angel isn't actually going to land on the Queen of Pain, and they look for the damage. The Sunray comes through as the Omni Slash bouncing around from the Juggernaut. The BKB is going to be popped by the Wraith King. See what they're able to do. Damage on the Clockwork is great. And now the Supernova on the sides. This is going to be a hard one to take out. I don't think they have it. No. And it blows up, stuns up two. Now they've got the Spirit Vessel. Sonic Wave killing off the Witch Doctor. They take out the first life of this Wraith King. They lose the first life of the Spectre, and meanwhile, they take out the range racks, and it's Mega Creeps. Clockwork still in trouble, silenced. Oh, the Wraithfire Blast gets the kill, but the fear! Keeping the Queen of Pain alive, the Abyssal Blade comes out onto the Jug, Mantis style used. Bash, gets him. He's got buyback and is going to be forced to use it as the Ancient is exposed. They're trying to finish off this game. Wraith King gets taken out. They look for the Queen of Pain. Can they get another bash? The scream, the fear. Oh, getting the kill. Brewmaster cannot find the Queen of Pain. Now looks over at the Jug. Grace dive. Throw the Meteor Hammer on the Ancient. KB gets popped. We'll get the Primal split off. Cycloning this Queen of Pain, taking out the healing board, trying to do enough damage, and needs to be careful because now he's down to one Panda.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Phoenix dying top to the Queen of Pain. Who has a Divine Rapier? This game is tough. Mega Creeps are gonna help the Radiant kind of maybe slow siege this a little bit. Oh, Witch Doctor. He's okay. Roshit is not up for another 4-5 minutes close to. Even with that Aegis, Spectre was easily just dealt with.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Phoenix up in 14 will bring everybody up. The Radiant kind of sit in the jungle taking this shrine.
Has fallen.
Halberd, bots 2. Clockwork can maybe turn that into a Bloodthorn. But again, Mega Creeps coming in make this very tough to deal with. Brewmaster will Primal Split. Let's see what he's got to follow this up as the BKB will be used here by the Queen of Pain. The Omni Slash going out, but they've got the hookshot. The Guardian Angel gets used by the Omni Knight. Witch Doctor already dead, and now Clockwork very much in trouble. He tries to get out of the way, but Queen of Pain blinks behind him and ends up getting the kill. He's going to be unstoppable. It's now a 5v3, but realistically a 4v3 with the Zeus just AFK in the base. To the point where he's got the abandoned Sonic Wave coming in. They've got the bash onto the Jug, but it's Spectre versus 3, and they won't be able to get it. Double kill here for the Queen of Pain, and now they look over at the Brewmaster again, who Primal Splits for the second time. Phoenix trying to get out. And died to this Jug. This is looking like another team wipe. Trying to kill that Wraith King, just doesn't have the damage. He's inside the well, and now Brewmaster. Oh, the TP. He's out. Just getting away there. So Roche, still a minute 50. Hitting that hour mark. Yeah, 3,000 net worth lead here for the Dire. Green Core. Orchid. Queen of Pain in a lot of trouble. The Battery Assault and the Haunt coming in, but the BKBs will be popped. So Haunt gets used. Can jump over, but loses that opportunity. And the TP out. As I say that, they look at the Jug. It's just the Spectre versus the Jug. Nobody else is here yet. Now finally the Brewmaster comes in, mitigating the damage of the Omni Slash. The break onto the Spectre, and now the Sunray. Everybody started to come over from the Radiant, but they missed the hook shot, so there's no way back in. Queen of Pain over. Lincoln's popped. The Cyclone onto the Wraith King. And on the side, they've got the Guardian Angel coming through, as well as the Jug looking over at the Brewmaster, who pops the BKB. Phoenix is on the other end as well. And then you take a look at the Queen of Pain, who gets the Fear onto the Spectre, running away. The Sonic Wave comes in. They'll get the kill. He's going to be dead for 100 seconds. Has buyback, and now Zeus, who appears to be back in the game. I don't know what's going on. Hookshot comes in. The Supernova pops, hits on every single hero on the Dire. They're trying to do enough damage. They look over at the Wraith King. That may not be the best idea because he's got the Wraith Fire Blast to follow it up. They get the kill onto the Clockwork, and they will take out the life of the Jug. He's got 7 extra seconds. The dagger comes out onto the Brewmaster as well as the Scream. That'll fear him back, but it'll clean up the Jug after those 7 seconds and then lose his life. Creeps pushing in on the Ancient. They could buy back and just go for it.
Visibility. I'll take that.
I guess they'll hold. They'll hold the buybacks. I don't know if that's the right play.
these fights up to this point have been without the Zeus, and then he comes back. He's got the abandon already for being AFK in the well. So I'm trying to understand, one, what enticed him to come back, and two, how much more do they have in terms of damage? He's sitting bottom of the net worth by quite a bit. Roche is going to be huge here. This is Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. Queen of Pain will try to come over, blink, scream with the fear. Trying to set up, and BKB, there's the blink with the scream. The fear is there. The Aegis picked up by the Spectre, but he gets the Refresher Shard. Now, with the Divine Rapier, let's see if they have the damage. They'll take out the Witch Doctor as well as the Clock. The Primal Split will be used, but the Supernova is going to land on a 4 of these heroes. They surely don't have the right clicks to take it out. They're back alive is the Spectre, and now Queen of Pain continuing to move forward. Take out the Phoenix. They lose the Omni Knight, which isn't much of a problem. Spectre needs to try and leave, but surrounded on all sides. Master pops the BKB, has Primal Split in 9. Triple kill here for the Jug, but oh, the base
Dire's Ancient is
in a lot of trouble. So is the Queen of Pain because the Clockwork's here. Hook shot. Oh, kills him.
Dire's Ancient.
Looking for the Ancient. He just ends it.